So I've got my 4 elements in place, and I've begun the process of editing them to change the images that I've got on here. Now, at the moment, I don't think the school looks right because we've got a dark sky with some stars in it, very small, and a nice blood moon in it, but the school building itself looks like it's in broad daylight. So I want to edit that a bit more. So I'm going to close up the moon, close up the teacher, and close up the flyer. I'm going to use Control and Plus to zoom in a bit so I can see a little bit better. And I can close that up as well because I can easily just bring it back just by clicking on that button. So you see it looks like the school in broad daylight because it was a photograph taken in broad daylight. And I'd like to change that. So image, we can change the mode. We can adjust the image. We can change tone and contrast and color, as well as image size and so on. Okay, so there's all sorts of things in here that I can use. There are filters as well. Now, I think I'd be making an awful lot of videos if I went through every single one that's on here. So it's sometimes all you can really do is just have a play and see what comes out. I certainly would not like to say that I knew what every single filter that you can use does. And I'd also wouldn't want to say that I can explain exactly what every single adjustment does. But let's start off by adjusting on this one the brightness and contrast. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make this look like it was a photograph taken at night. Well, the first thing I can do is make it darker. And I think I'm going to go to minus 125. So minus 125, the minus means it's going darker. Okay? If I go the other way, that's making it brighter and look like it's in the middle of a nuclear explosion. Obviously, I don't want to go mad, but I want to make it look nice and dark. And actually, I think minus 150 looks okay. I can also play with the contrast. Now, this will make it look grayer or starker. Okay? Now I think that looks quite a stark image on minus 100. I can try a bit lower, so maybe somewhere around about 50. So I think looking at that, I think a contrast of 50 and a darkness of minus 125, that now looks like it's quite dark, and it's made it look a little bit more stark because we want it to look a bit scary. And I click OK. I can go to the layers and I can put back the blood moon, and I think that looks more like it's at night. If I didn't, I could go back and make it darker, and I could go back and put more contrast onto it. So there are, within image, there are adjustments, and within filter, there are all sorts of filters which are going to allow me to edit the image to do things that I want. And at the moment, I think I'm reasonably happy that that looks like more like the school at night with a nice dark sky above it.